Hi everyone, Mon here, Intuitive Soul Savant. Welcome to my channel. Yes, it's been a little while. I'd like to offer everybody blessings for 2026. Here we go. And at 6 minutes past 10 this morning, Sydney time, I started my personal year one. So yes, that means I turn another number today around the sun. And it's just such a blessing to start my year one with a video for you guys. So lots has happened, and if I'm not making videos, that means that I'm doing inner work. And I'm not the boss of the show. I've handed my will over to my divine higher self. I love to teach. I really do want to become consistent with these videos. But as you know, many of you in the last few years, I've been, for the last 9 years, I have been consistently healing the shadow and working with the shadow. And I think that having a year one start today, that is a clue to the rebirth. That's for sure. So as I like to teach with my videos, it's just a short video today, going out with friends this evening, and I've had a lovely day and I feel great. And that's all I've ever wanted, was to feel peace and serenity within. And the days have gone into weeks and the weeks have gone into months, and now this is my regular energetic setting, is peace and serenity. So, there is a payoff at the end of that dark, shadowy tunnel. So I want to talk about numerology, the year one. Now, online, a lot of astrologers and numerologists and tarot readers are saying, yes, we're in a year one. But we need to understand that that's a universal year one. So we need to look at the big picture. So this is the collective Earth's year one. But all of us are on our own little track, and we may be on different numbers, different personal year numbers from 1 to 9. Now, there's two philosophies out there I've found, not when I started studying numerology 40 years ago, 43 years ago. There was just one philosophy, and that was that you added up your birthday number plus your birth month number plus the year. But I'd like to put this challenge out to you. The other philosophy is that you start your year at the beginning of the year on the 1st of January. I've never followed that philosophy because I'm an observer. Remember, yes, it's there in the textbooks, but until we experience it ourselves, like a scientific experiment, we observe and we are shown the truth. Okay, so I'd like to set a challenge for you out there to observe yourself, your friends, your family as to the philosophy to take. Whether you start your year on the 1st of January and it changes every 1st of January, or you start your personal year on your actual birth date. All right, now from my experience, it's from your birth date that your personal year starts. So my personal year one started today. Up until today, I was still in a year 9, even though it's the 17th of January. So we really do need to litmus test our philosophies, all right? Because what good are they if they've come out of a textbook and we are just spruiking them rather than actually having the experience? That's why, astrology is a huge art form science, okay, occult science. And no one would ever learn what there is to learn in astrology in one lifetime. So observation of these philosophies is so important. Otherwise, you're just mouthing off words that really there's no skin in the game for yourself because you've never experienced what you're actually sprouting. Okay. And I'm very much into seeing these philosophies materialize in life. And of course I would, because I've got Saturn in Pisces. So it's all well and good to have all these lofty philosophies. However, unless we can experience these energies and see them taking place in front of our eyes, then, really we haven't got anything to teach, because it's just words from a textbook. However, when we are materializing spirituality, like Saturn in Pisces requires, there's a way to go. Now, I'm going to be very, I can already feel that my words are very hard to find. There's no Mercury retrograde, of course. It's just that I haven't actually made any videos for a while, and I haven't been teaching for a while. So I'm looking forward to getting back into the groove of that. So that's what I wanted to talk about as far as the numerology goes. Yes, we are all in a year one because it's a universal year one, 2026. 2 and 2 is 4, and 6 is 10, and 1, okay. That's really that tells us that the energy is we're starting something new. Now, if you've been following your astrology and the planets, you'll know that, yes, this year is going to be something very new. 3 of our outer planets are going to settle into new signs. They've already tipped their toe in there, and now they're actually going to settle. And these placements haven't been around for thousands of years, so it is a big deal this year. So that's all of us as a group. However, you have your own personal year number, and it holds true. It holds true. All you've got to do is become aware of what's going on in your own life as well as others, and the energy vibe that they're going through that year. Okay, so I'm excited about this year one because I've done that shadow work, 9 years of head down and into it. And, those of you who have been with me when I started this channel, those videos are all in the playlist. Heavy Pluto transits, which as a Capricorn I have had with Pluto conjuncting my natal sun. And really it's still only 7 degrees away from my natal sun. So, there was still more work to do. But the next video that I'm going to make for you guys is the rebirth video, because I have already made videos about rebirth, but I was taught more, and I want to share that with you because I'm observing all the time. Not that I need proof, but it's just there now, just the way I see numbers everywhere. The signs that show me that, Saturn in Pisces, we can materialize the ether. All right. So I'm going to leave it there. Happy birthday to me. All the best, everybody, for 2026. Yes, it is going to be a big next couple of years as we settle into these new energies, fire and air. And that's fast moving, very different from the earth and water energies that we've been experiencing the last couple of decades. And also this next coming week, I want to discuss the stellium that is going to be hitting Pluto in Aquarius, because that's sort of, we're all interested in that. Venus today moves into Aquarius, so Venus will be first, then the Sun, then Mars and Mercury. So, that's pretty big news, because that stellium is going to go through Pisces, through Aries, and then there's going to be a big lineup in Aries. So that's interesting energy too, that we have to look forward to. So I love you all, and thank you very much for hanging out here while I do more inner work like I have been doing. But as I say, year one starts today for me. So I really am sort of feeling that the consistency is all I need to do, and keep teaching. Keep teaching the experiences of the energy of astrology and numerology and the ascension as well. All right, well, thank you very much, everybody. Big hugs. Thank you.